Hello and welcome to the channel. My name's Forrest. Today we're headed out to Mountain Lake to explore and give you a bit of a tour. We have to go through Crooked Lake in order to get there, so that's where I am now. Just about to come out of the narrowest section into the back part of the lake. The wind has picked up and we're fighting a headwind. That's going to make it nice, keep the bugs away, but not so nice for the paddle. It's all right. Anytime, any day out on the water is a good day. So we're just coming in here to the portage from Crooked into Mountain Lake. It's a real short portage. So in no time at all here we'll be into Mountain. And took a pretty leisurely paddle out here today. And it took me about an hour and 15 minutes from the boat ramp here to the portage. Okay, we made it out onto Mountain Lake, and these mosquitoes are still out. Shocker, right? I think what we're going to do today is go clockwise around the lake, and as we go by I'll show you where the campsites are. I don't plan on filming any of the campsites today. I believe there's quite a few reservations. I think there's only one that's available for today anyways, so I'll show you where they're at. I do plan to start doing some future videos with some campsite tours. And there's one campsite that I'm missing on Mountain Lake, so if I can get that today, that video should be out shortly after this one. Here's the landing for Bear 1. And the second site you come to is Bear 2. It's another beautiful day out here. I can hear the wind blowing, but it's not hitting the water very hard. You're definitely in a little bit of a headwind coming across that back part of Crooked, but for one reason or another, Mountain kind of seems sheltered right now, so that's somewhat nice. I don't know how well you can make it out, but we've been so dry this summer that these maples here are getting stressed, and they're already turning color, and it's not quite the middle of July yet, so. So the Bear 2 campsite has a second lake on the other side. It sits on a little peninsula between the lakes, and this here will take us into there. This lake has a name, but I'll have to put it up on screen because I don't recall it off the top of my head. Maybe I'll check the map here and see if it says. It's off on the north side of the lake, and I believe we can technically paddle to the backside of Bear 2 campsite by going in here, but we'll see. It's tight, it's swampy, but I've never been in here before. A little bit of extra work, but we're through. So the water looks pretty dark. Must be a lot of tannins back here. It is just dead calm in here. This must be pretty well protected from the winds. So if you're on Mountain Lake for the day and it's super windy, you want to still get out, this might be a good place to go. And if it's super buggy, maybe this isn't a good place to go. I am seeing the occasional mosquito, so. And I believe this area back here is kind of split into two, but I think you can potentially get from one to the other. And that second part back here is where Bear 2 campsite is, so let's see if we can get in there. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get all the way through here, but I'm doing very little paddling. I'm mostly just pushing off the plants in this bog. It looks like, why is this mostly leather leaf? Oh, there's a couple of swans back here. Yeah, so this right up in here is the backside of the Bear 2 campsite. So let's get out of these lakes and we'll continue on east down the lake, down Mountain Lake. So once you get past that inlet for that little lake, you come to the Ermine 1 campsite. This is the landing. Doesn't look too bad other than it's a step up off the shore here, but and then you only have to go a short distance to get to Ermine 2. Ermine 2 looks like it's up on top of a hill here, and the landing does not look fun. Looks like you'd have to pull your boat quite a way potentially up the hill here at Ermine 2. Pretty sure I've been in there. I think the site itself is really nice. It just has a not so fun landing. As you get to the back end of the lake here, you get to links 1 and 2. And so I only see a post here for links 2. I don't see a post for links 1. And I thought I did recall them both having a shared landing in the past, so. So I got off to check real quick, and it looks like I did paddle past links 1. The sign's a little bit hidden behind some reeds, so they don't have the same landing, but they're not too far apart. To tell you the truth, I think Lynx 1 is the best campsite out here. It's also probably the largest. Back past the Lynx campsites, there's a little marshy area in this corner. And just past this little marshy area, you come to a portage that takes you from Mountain to East Bear Lake. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's easily marked. It's got these 2 dead cedars that sit right between where you need to land. As you head south along the east shore, there's another kind of boggy, marshy area back in this corner, attached between land and what I believe used to be an island, a decent sized island, but I'm fairly sure now it's connected to land. So straight out from Lynx 1 are 2 islands in the middle of Mountain Lake. I would take you up on them, however it is before July 15th, and you can't land on any of the islands in Sylvania until after July 15th, and that has to do with the nesting loons. So if I was out here a few days from now, we could have gone out on them, but I'll take you by them, give you a good look at them. God, it's hard to believe how few people are out here today. I realize it's like the middle of the week, but like I mentioned earlier, I saw that kayak, but I saw that and I saw one other canoe. And like I said, I thought some of these sites were reserved, at least from looking at the reservation page last night, but if there's anybody camping on this lake, I haven't seen or heard them. So now we're heading down the south or southeast side of the lake, and we're just past the islands now. This side of the lake only has 2 campsites on it, and they're pretty much just before the portage. Oh, I think I see a loon. Okay, so that was cool. There's 2 adult loons and 1 juvenile. And the adults are diving and getting food and bringing it back up to the juvenile. Pretty freaking awesome. That's the landing for Beaver 1. And then about 100 feet away from Beaver 1 is Beaver 2. These 2 campsites are like the closest 2 campsites out of any of these double sites that I'm aware of. If you're in Beaver 1, you will see people in Beaver 2 the whole time, and vice versa. It's a really short paddle over to the portage back into Crooked Lake. And that's where we're headed to now. It's always nice getting to this point. This portage has the classic V between the trees, and it's got that nice tall white pine to mark it as well. So now that we're back to the portage, I think we're going to end the video here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my content, please hit that subscribe button. And I got about an hour and 20-minute paddle back across Crooked Lake before I get to my car, but yeah, have a good day.